Hi, everyone. Oh, good morning. It's Chef. Good morning. All right, today's a big day, but before anything ever happens, I'm making coffee. Hi, Lamb Chop. I'm at the coffee thing again. Gotta make coffee. I just have to do it. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Hi, Lamb Chop. Hi, Linda. Hi, May. Oh my God. I think my eyeballs are getting worse. How's everybody today? Hi, Horseshoes. Good morning. Hi, Mary. All right, so while we're getting ready and waiting for everybody to get here, today we're talking about lupus. We are going, we're, just digging in autoimmune on our kitchen pharmacy class. This month is all about autoimmune. So we actually talked about PCOS too. Last week we did, what did we do last week? How did I forget? Hold on, let me see that. I got my paper. Last week we did, rheumatoid arthritis. Thank you for my heart. Hi, Robbie. Nice to see you. Hi, Susan. Hi, Johnny. Hey, Johnny Beans. Are you ready? We're coming. We're going to be live on the 30th at Johnny Beans. I don't know what's going to happen. Kind of excited. Drink some good coffee. Right now I'm mixing my mushroom coffee. I'm using Rise. I got my Laird Superfood Creamer. I got a whole thing that I do. Hi, Gabrielle. How are you? Oh, we got goals. Let's see what it says. Go pin it. It says, go pin it. Hi, Michelino. Hi, Mama. So, and then I add a couple of bags of the Superfood Creamer because I love it. Hey, Liz. Nice to see you. Welcome in. Hi, we're going to be talking about, and then I add collagen, by the way. Then we're going to mix it all. And then I'm going to start drinking my mushroom coffee all day, every day. All right, there we go. There's the mix. That's my secret mix that keeps me young and energized. All right. Get my spoons to mix it all up. I do like to eat these little things, these little sugar things, but they're coconut sugar. I don't know if you guys like coconut sugar. I do, especially in my mushroom coffee. It's kind of delicious. All right, so I'm going to mix all this up, and then I put it in a box, but let me put some water on, and I'm going to make my coffee. Oh, I use my cast iron. All right. All right. How's everybody? Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you. Hi, Mr. Johnny. Viewer badge. All right. Look at this. Look how beautiful. I kind of want to make this at work, and sell it in the juice bar, in my coffee bar. Like it's just a nice mushroom coffee mix. Wouldn't that be good? Thank you for my like. Yeah, guys, if you can, just share. Share and like. Ooh. Mmm. Uh-oh, we just teared up. Not sure what that means, but it's a new thing, I guess. Hi, Luann. Hey, Brooke. Nice to see you. Hey, Janet. I'm making my mushroom coffee. You guys have been watching me make this for years and years. Oh, I kind of like this spoon. This was my grandma's spoon. Look at that, forged steel in between. I mean, it never breaks. All right, I'm just mixing this up, and then we're going to start talking about autoimmune. How are you? How are you? Nice to see you. We're having a good day. If you're here for the first time, this is our kitchen pharmacy class. If you haven't dropped a follow or started following us, this is the place. We're fun. We're the cool kids. So not. All right. I'm just breaking up these chunks. Okay, I'm ready. Thank you for sharing your trip to Ireland. It looks so beautiful. Oh, Teresa, it was really fun for me, and I had a lot of giggles about everybody chatting it up with me and us all going through it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. There's going to be more videos. Today's my content day, content maker day. So I'm going to be sharing more. I have a video all about all the flowers, because everybody thinks it's just green and wet and rainy. And then you start to see all the gorgeous flowers that are all over Ireland, and it's just so pretty. And they're always little baby flowers, It's really nice. I'm glad you guys had fun. What was your favorite part? I mean, for me, it's the cows and the lamb and the sheep, and I don't know. That's some of my favorite. And of course, family. That's always wonderful. Hi, Anna. The musical bridge, I know. Isn't that the best? I love that. We do that every time we go. It never gets old for me. And every time I forget how to do it. So some people think you're supposed to really smash down the rock and but it's not like that. The lighter you go, the more musical the bridge is. Hi, Brooke. Come on in. Come join us. Follow us. You're going to have a great time here. We love it here. The musical bridge is great. Especially when you bring young kids to that too. It's just, I don't know. To me, Ireland is, every place you go that's not your home becomes something special, right? You find something that you love or that's really nice. Thank you for my heart, Melanie. I appreciate that. All right, let me just scoop this in. We'll put this on the side because I'm sure I'm going to drink more later. I know the views. Oh my God. And all those cliffs and that peak that we went to, down Patrick Peak. I feel like you guys were actually with me, It was like one of those tour shows. It was fun. I loved doing it. And my family were good sports, they were okay about it. And then you guys got to cook with me the last day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. So today, if you're here for the first time, this is our kitchen pharmacy class, and today we are talking all month because I've talked about autoimmune disease so many times, and this month we've been really covering it. Hi, Bianca. Thank you for sharing the live. Join Bianca. Share. It gets out the word. I know. Tiffy, it's kind of hard because when you're used to eating clean and healthy and then you go somewhere and their food is pretty clean, but when you go somewhere, I don't know. It's really expensive, and then we're in Airbnbs, so it was kind of nice to be able to cook. We ate out a lot, but I also cooked a lot. So that was nice. And I got to cook for my family, our family over in Ireland, which they love, they love that. All right. Are you guys ready? Hi, Okanas Cutler. Like your name. Hi, Bianca. All right. If you're here, drop your heart. Share. It's all good. Oop, big ant. Oh, it's ant season. Ugh. Here we go. We get those big giant ants everywhere. It doesn't really gross me out, but you gotta get on top of it fast, Hey, Kaylee, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Annette. I also have ants right now. So they're so annoying, Reese. And if you don't catch them, all of a sudden there's thousands. Hey, Kaylee. Johnny. Are you ready? You ready for the girls? We're coming. I'm bringing lunch. Lunch and coffee cake. All right, now okay, I got this. All right, let's get going. You guys ready? This is a pretty serious topic for me because I think, so much is unexplored with autoimmune. And I think my personal opinion is that if the medical community, I'm ready to have a lot of laughs. Oh my God, we're going to have so much fun. I cannot wait. We are so excited because we haven't seen each other in a year, in person. So it's going to be fun. All right. So when it comes to autoimmune, I think what I've noticed and what my gut tells me, that intuition, is that if the medical community actually explored and really did serious research in the autoimmune disease category, we're going to find out, hey Tyler, we're going to find out that environmental toxins, including pesticides and chemical residues, the way that we make and produce our food are going to be pretty big culprits. And maybe even we're going to have to admit that 5G or all of this, microwaving of our beings in our homes are going to make a difference too. I don't know how you guys feel about it, and you guys have been around me a year and a half now. It's like, I'm pretty much convinced that that's the reason we don't get some straight answers on, because then we'd have to admit, we've made a lot of mistakes, as an industrialized country. Sometimes there's definitely going to be some consequences to that, besides money all the time. We always are talking about money, but we're never talking about what is it doing to our health. Just saying, right? I don't know, just my thought. What do you guys think about that? I'm drinking my coffee out of my Chef Liz cup. Woo! Can we, Tyler, I'm gonna send you a bat phone. I don't own a microwave, haven't in years. I reheat everything on the stove. Me too. You guys know I have no microwave here. Christy, I know deep dive Hashimoto's. I got you. We will talk about Hashimoto's. I will put it on the schedule for next month, first week. I'm going to tell you 3 things you need to do for Hashimoto's immediately, right now, forever and ever. You can never eat gluten again, ever. You cannot touch gluten. Somehow gluten signals the immune system to attack your thyroid. That's the only way I can explain it. And it will break down your thyroid completely. Second thing, eat 2 Brazil nuts every day. No more, no less. 2. That gives you the right amount of selenium and it supports your thyroid. And the third thing is go to your doctor and get a prescription of naltrexone. It is low dose Narcan, believe it or not. And it helps break down inflammation. And you have to start with 1 milligram. Yep, you can, coach. And then it helps you break down, helps you with inflammation and all of those things. And then if you want to reach out later, we can talk more about Hashimoto's, because this today is all about lupus. But 100%, you cannot, Christy, touch gluten anymore. Now, don't panic if you get it where you don't realize, fine, but do not actively eat gluten. Don't do it. And it's going to take a year for gluten to clear out of your body. But let's talk more. Can you DM me? And I will, we can have some pretty serious conversations. All right, let's deep dive into lupus. For me and for my research, and we have a flash goal. Hold, please. what does it say? Oh my gosh, 29 people drop a TikTok. Can't you reverse inflammation without pharmaceuticals, diet supplements? 100%, team. I agree with that. And I don't, you never hear me promote pharmaceuticals, but when you have, sometimes they help. And that's so cute. Thank you. Thank you for that gift, June. And I don't talk about pharmaceuticals much, but naltrexone in the treatment of Hashimoto's, when you go down that road and do the research, it really supports that because you want to save your thyroid, and that helps. And inflammation, 100%. You can start immediately and you're going to see results. You're going to we've done countless conversations on inflammation reduction and and we have recipes, all that stuff. Hey Deborah, welcome in. I've been taking Altrex for years. I know all about the drug. Don't act like you're talking about the drug. Don't act like what? I don't know what you're saying. Would you say that naltrexone is more effective than Aleve? Sally, I would not take Aleve all the time. That's one of the, what are they called? Because those have side effects to your like kidneys and stuff. And naltrexone for inflammation is great. And there's some pretty interesting consequences or things like you don't have any desire to drink alcohol. Some people have used it to give up smoking, but in this sense, when you go to functional medicine doctors, they will talk about naltrexone in support of inflammation reduction, as it works with, does not affect the kidneys. Okay, which does it do? I know that Aleve is not, you cannot take that long term. Hi, Heather. Does not affect the kidneys, but it does affect something that breaks down. It's not healthy for you. Tylenol, ibuprofen, but doesn't Aleve do something else? Like, is it not the kidneys? Makes me swell. Yeah, I can't. I take Aleve once or twice a year when I'm in, when like if my back hurts or I've been standing a long time. I have not done my research, so I cannot say that you're wrong, but that's just definitely something NSAIDs affect the kidneys. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I have kidney and fried is due to lupus, but I suffer a lot with inflammation and pain all over. Yeah, Zarly, I have 36 pages of research that we're going to go through today that are just about lupus. And we're going to sit here till I get through 90% of it. And then if you go to the LINK in my BIO in the Stan store, you can download it through the recipe vault under Kitchen Pharmacy. It is $5 a month though. Kidney disease due to lupus. All right, Kelsey, let's go. Team Emmerich, what kind tastes most like coffee? What kind of mushroom tastes like coffee? No, Aleve is safe. Nothing is great to take every day though. So Kelsey, I don't know how safe it is, because why do they say, you can take 2 the first round and then 1 every 12 hours? Isn't there like a side effect to that, like ibuprofen and, does to aspirin? I kind of feel like I've read that or feel it. I mean, I don't like any of that stuff. I would much rather do it through food, supplements, herbs, but sometimes you need it. And kidney nephros and bedbound with pain from flares. Help me, please. Okay, Zarly, if you have notes, If you have a pen and paper, go get it because you're going to take a lot of notes today. All right, so before I speak on a leave, I'm going to do my research and say it correctly, okay? Coach, I don't know you. I watch some of your stuff and you follow me, but, you know, be respectful too, right? Like we can have a conversation here, but I don't want you to do that. And, you know, like, let's be cool. I had a friend that went to the emergency room because she was popping Advil every day. Yeah. I mean, all those things, I'm very weary of that. I like everyday dose, not sure which mushroom coffee. Team, people like everyday dose. I drink Rise. It just depends on what you like. Are you Brazil nuts good for inflammation for anyone? That I don't know, but what I do say to people, and this came from my functional medicine doctor, the 2 Brazil nuts has the enough selenium, and your thyroid needs that, but you don't want to do more than 2, just 2. It's just killing the only kidney I have. Yeah, no, you got to stop taking ibuprofen then, Zarly. Let's switch to something else. Yeah, no, I get it. And let's chat on the side. Like Lauren is an RD. Let's have a chat on the side, and I'm happy to do stuff with you. Would love that. Let's collaborate. I'd like to do it that way if you don't mind. And sure, stick around because I would love to, as we go through this packet that I've created, if you have any thoughts, I would love to hear them. Any kind of pain med every day on a normal basis is bad. True. Click the heart. Thank you, June. June's trying to stay with all this stuff. It's so funny. And then we have our flash goal. Okay, let's get started and then we can chat. And Coach, stick around because let's see, my healthy diet advice, Chef Liz, and my topical advice, Ro Casa Organics. Thanks for coffee suggestions. You're welcome, Millie. All right, so lupus for me and my research says it's a chronic autoimmune condition. And the immune system becomes dysregulated, right? So right there for me, that is a big flag that says if it's dysregulated, we can regulate it, right? Now, autoimmune issues, I've seen a lot of things heal, a lot. And usually when you get into the autoimmune, it is a function of body, mind, and soul healing. It's just same like C or any of the big diseases. It's not just take a medicine, take a vitamin. You've got to do the whole thing. You've got to look at stress. You've got to look at, 1 TikTok per person. If you guys can drop it, it helps our flash goals on top of everything else we're doing. So when you look at that from that perspective, so many people now have autoimmune conditions. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. Oh, Viviana, we just had the conversation about Hashimoto's. I'm going to do that the first week in June. Am I? Yes, I can do it the first week in June. I'm traveling a little bit, so I might have to switch it to a different day, but we're going to do Hashimoto's. We're going to get involved, and I'm going to share a story with you that I haven't shared yet. I have a story I haven't told you yet. Hi, Barbie. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Okay. So the immune system becomes dysregulated and it begins reacting against the body's own tissues. And it's not just one organ. It can be several at the same time. So common areas that are affected. Good morning, Cass. Are joints. Hey, Ryan, my granddaughter has that. All right. I've got 36 pages of information, including recipes here for you guys. And it's going to be in the recipe vault by Friday. I just have to get it I just want to tweak it, make sure it's correct. And then I'm going to send it off to Tyler. Joints, skin, kidneys, blood vessels, nervous system, heart, lungs, connective tissue, and symptoms can shift, right? You can move back and forth. One person might struggle with exhaustion and joint pain, but another person might have kidney involvement, skin symptoms, neurological challenges. So this is very different. And I talk about this a lot. And Coach Carla, if you're here, I don't know if you've seen this in your experience, but any person who has an autoimmune dis-ease, I know it's nice to be back, Moon. I think it depends on the weakest part of your body. Hey, Dee Dee, good morning. The weakest part of an individual's body, right? And then you suffer some sort of trauma. It doesn't matter what it is, a death in a family, childhood trauma, major car accident, job loss, whatever it is, divorce, illness, whatever. And then wherever the weakest part of your individual body is, good morning, user. Yeah. Wherever that weakness is, that's where an autoimmune disease is going to pop up, right? So that's why they're so hard to look at, because they are so specific to each person. And I said very early on, before we have all of these people in here, what I believe is that if we do heavy research, they are going to have to admit that environmental toxins, food production, all of those things that we have done as a society to our food, to our earth, to our, how we grow food, how we process food, what we put in our food, the chemicals we use to clean our body, wash our hair, all of those things we are going to have to admit have played a significant, if not all of the role in why we have so much autoimmune at this point. Right, Carla? Yeah, you can see it, because, and that's another reason why, all the people that have talked about lupus today, even somebody said it's destroyed their kidneys. Somebody said their joints are hurt. You know what I mean? It just depends on where your weakness falls. So that being said, how do you fix that? First thing is your mind and your soul, right? We have to work on that as a constant. We have to work on, I'm in the Northeast. I'm not down in, on a beach. We are in a high pressure, and every area is pressure and every area has stress. I get it. I can only speak for me. I have to work daily, every single day on bring down the stress. This area vibrates. Thank you very much for my love glasses. This area, the Northeast, totally vibrates on a level. And then you get, 10 people in our store shopping that are just, you know what I mean? So you got to work on that first. And then we work on the rest of our body and all the rest. So common symptoms include profound fatigue, muscle aches, joint pain and swelling, skin rashes, brain fog, headaches. Food isn't really food anymore, and I can't afford food that's organic. Maddie, stick around here, because that's what I do here. I show you the way. If you go to my LINK and the BIO, download, it's a free download. It's the Premium Pantry Makeover. It's going to take you through one ingredient at a time. Every time you finish an ingredient, you just replace it with something better than what you were already eating. Yeah, it's right, Carla. That's the way. No, New York is very stressful. You're not in the inner cities. Yeah, food isn't really food. Yeah. Yes. Daily harm. Okay, thanks, June. I love, June, that you're keeping us focused on the other piece of the puzzle with TikTok. On top of the page, OneCoin, exactly. Hey, Britt, welcome in. Thank you, Felicia. Appreciate that. Okay, so hair thinning or hair loss, fevers, light sensitivity, hair thinning, sleep disruption. So now if you look at those common symptoms, you could say, those are everything, right? Hashimoto's, your hair thins, or, you know what I mean? Like, these things could be anything. And that's why it's so difficult to find a practitioner that can diagnose any type of autoimmune, but we don't do enough research because then we have to be responsible. Lindy, thanks for my follow. I really appreciate it. Many people describe lupus as a condition that moves in waves, right? You're flaring. Maybe it depends on what you're eating for the day, but it also depends on what level of stress do you have. There are periods of relative calm, and then you're followed by flares with inflammation, pain, exhaustion. Symptoms become more intense, right? In and out. And the root cause conversation, let's talk about this. And I take you guys through, take your health into your own hands. Great point. Yeah, how do you not, right? At this point, and I feel like for me, this is why I do this Wednesday morning class. Carla, I don't know how long you're coming in my feed. I see that we liked each other. So I'm so glad that we're finally connecting, because I think there's more of us warriors out there, and we need to start, working together to help people. Because when I got on here, I've been studying the relationship of food and healing for 40 years. I'm going to be 62 this summer. And what I see, I did not realize when I came onto TikTok to teach cooking and organic food, I didn't realize, because I'm in a bubble, right? I work in a health food store. Most people are, for the most part, pretty healthy physically, maybe not always mentally and emotionally, right? We all, whatever. But I didn't realize how much information we all needed to share, because it's not out there and you're only getting one perspective. So I started this class to show you, 5 perspectives. I study and read and follow for years Barbara O'Neill, Mercola, the medical medium, Dr. Christina Northrup. I only have functional medicine doctors. I'm here, Lamb. I got you. I know you know that. And I have a resource library in here. I ask $5 a month, so only because it makes people actually use the resource, right? Oh, I just spent $5. I gotta use it, right? And it helps me because it's a lot of paper here. It's a lot of research time. But anyway, it's a great resource. And there's probably over 40 different packets for all different issues. I know they're great. They are fabulous. I don't know if you follow Green Med Info, but Sayer J, he has, I've been active in that since day one. Probably, I think he started in the early 90s. Can't remember. But he has the largest peer-reviewed scientific catalog of information to support alternative medicine, naturopathic, all of it. And he has all the clinical research cataloged. It is an unbelievable resource. And that's where I do so much of my research. Okay, so let's talk about the root cause conversation. And for my friends who started to say they have lupus and they're desperate and not feeling good and really, really struggling, let's talk about that, because you're going to listen to several perspectives now, and you're going to resonate with somebody or some type of healing. Sayer, I do post some of his stuff. I'm going to sit down a little bit. I'm going to sit down until I start cooking, if you guys don't mind. Sitting in one place for me is like, Okay, Sayer J, but the website is Green Med Info. I mean, in order to get into the system, you can read all, he does tons of stuff. I often, on my other socials, not necessarily here, but I often, forward his, at the very least, get on his email. Right. At the very least, because he writes, blog posts, and they're fabulous, and you learn a lot. And a lot of the information that I have supported over the years comes from his work because it's peer-reviewed clinical trials. It's science-based, real science, not, how do I say this in a very non-political way? Not subjective science. Well, that's a good way to say it. Thank you for my trumpets. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So guys, remember, liking, sharing, tapping, this heart right here will take you through all the different names. The website is Green Med Info. Sair J.I. I don't know how to spell his name, but the work he's doing is just unbelievable. Okay, so he just has collected the information and created a database. Carla, as you know, as a coach, professionally, like I have the professional membership for years because you can cross-reference. If somebody comes to me with all, like 4 different illnesses, you can cross-reference them and he just pulls it all together. It's amazing. Amazing. Okay. Research combination. So here's conventional medicine. When you go to a conventional doctor, rheumatologist, New York, how are you? Yay. Welcome in, welcome in. We still have do we still have that regular goal or is it over? It looks like it might be over. I don't know. The pinned one. Hi, Jackson. Okay. So we're only on page 2 and we have 37 to go. Oh, I should share mine too. We don't have a lot of shares here, so I'm going to go ahead and share. Hold on. We got to do all the things because I want to get as many people as we can in here today because the information is going to be really good. So conventional medicine says genetic predisposition, immune dysfunction, environmental, thank you for my glasses, environmental exposure, abnormal inflammatory signaling. Now, those things are all true. They're all sort of mechanical, systemic, which is where, allopathic, conventional medicine thrives, right? They do wonderful in, that skeletal one organ sort of thing, diagnosis. But what we're really looking for is a whole body support because autoimmune goes after everything, right? So we need to do that. Yeah, just keep sharing, tapping, loving, all the things. All right, so the immune system begins producing antibodies, thank you, directed towards the body's own tissue. Now, this is important anytime, right? You have Hashimoto's, your immune system attacks the thyroid because all the gluten we're eating. For some reason, those tissues, oh my God, you're the best. Thank you, Mama. Let's see where we're at. I don't even know where we're at. Oh, we lost a fragment yesterday because I didn't go on. Of course. All right. Thank you for lighting that up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so inflammatory immune complexes may deposit into the tissue and contribute to ongoing damage. So what that means is the body comes at, fights things and produces like an inflammatory response so that whatever, the antibodies can go in and fix them. But it's really, when you are working with autoimmune, it's more like sort of fake. It's like the body doesn't know what to do. It's like, wait, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, I'm going to go after this organ because I think that's where the problem is. And it creates all this inflammatory stuff. So I'm doing it as a lay person, as a chef, right? Millie, welcome. You are just going to get lost in that. You're going to love it. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it because There's over 550 recipes in there. So you are going to have a really good time. It's a great resource. Known trigger discussions often include, now here's triggers, right? This is triggers to that inflammatory response that's creating all the drama in your body. Infections, ultraviolet light exposure, smoking, hormonal influences, certain medications, and environmental stress. Stress, hormones, right? It's all the same nonsense. It just matters where your body is weakest is where this is all going to show up. You see the patterns that happen every week as we talk. It just depends on where your body is the weakest. Are you going to get C? Are you going to get autoimmune? You know, are you going to get a kidney disease? Are you going to get one specific organ disease? Maybe fatty liver disease. We should do fatty liver too. We got a lot to do. Let me write that down. You see where I'm going? So it just depends. Okay. Now, functional and naturopathic medicine talks about a wider root cause conversation. Rather than focusing only on genetics or immune chemistry, these doctors look at the entire terrain surrounding autoimmune expression, meaning terrain is like what's going on inside the body, your microbiome, all the biomes, right? So your terrain, your body terrain, what's happening in there. How's the gut? Here we are back at the gut again, right? Gut-brain dysbiosis, digestive integrity, microbiome balance, food reactions, intestinal permeability. Do you have leaky gut? Now, think about this for a second. My baby's on the spectrum, right? All the babies out there that we have that are on the spectrum. If you are connected to this conversation, most of the time we talk about leaky gut permeability. Now these babies are growing up. They're not, their guts aren't completely fixed. And all of a sudden, a big trauma happens, and now we're into autoimmune stuff. You see? So the most important thing, and I talk about this, I'm writing I have 3 books in the works, and one of them is the Mama book, the Mama Baby book, and it's pre, during, post baby. And one of the things I talk about is, number 1 for new mamas, or if you want to get pregnant, make sure fix the gut first before you get pregnant so that your baby's gut is going to be better. Hey, Queen, nice to see you. You see what I'm saying? It all sort of connects long term. How are you, Queen? It's nice to see you. So where am I? Functional. Okay, naturopathic. Okay. So the body does not experience inflammation in isolated compartments, right? The inflammatory load. This is the terrain of the body, right? That was seemed to have a film in it, so I just sort of soaked it.
Sorry.
No, I did it for you, but I would really give that a good scrub. Functional, so many practitioners discuss, right, the microbiome balance, food reactions, intestinal permeability, leaky gut. I want to write that down, leaky gut. You know how you can fix leaky gut real fast? Anybody know? Carla, are you still here? It's the best way to fix leaky gut. Bone broth. A week of bone broth fasting. And your gut, because the bone broth, good marrow bone broth, if you make it correctly, it's in the recipe vault. It's also in my cookbook. A good bone broth helps the mucous lining of the gut repair. Aloe vera shots, yep, and bone broth, perfect, Viviana. I bet you that sort of calms your gut all the time. As long as you're not refeeding it with, crappy stuff, that's a good way to do it. All right. And how gut immune communication may influence inflammatory burden. So this is all how functional and naturopathic medicine practitioners look at the way, clean eating, exactly. I think, and I'm not calling you out in any way, clean eating can mean a lot to a lot of people. So for me, it's like chemical free, right? I would go to organic food, clean organic food. I would probably stay away from dairy and gluten. For autoimmune would be the first place, maybe corn and soy also, right? Just till you kind of reset your being. For me, organic and gluten and dairy free. Yeah, exactly. You're on it. You got it. Do you feel better, Viviana? Didn't you say, did you say that you have lupus? I forget. The chat's been flying today. I love it. Thank you so much. All right, so poor sleep, chronic stress, ultra processed foods, blood sugar instability. Here we are again, right? Yeah, so many. Hashis, that's it, feeling better. Yeah, no gluten. I would research naltrexone. I would just, do your research, talk to your doctor. They're gonna, if you don't have a good functional medicine doctor, I don't know if they're gonna be able to, if they follow that sort of perspective, but check that out. Infections, very interesting. And when we get to the medical medium, he always talks about viral load, and we're going to get to that in a minute. When my partner and I got together, I was a mess and told him all my symptoms, and he immediately, so he knew, huh? Environmental exposures, overall inflammatory burden. So here's, when we talk about environmental exposures, a couple of things that you might not think about. Here's 3. What are you putting in your dishwasher? If you're using Cascade Bonds, those colorful things, even your laundry detergent, you've got to switch those out to clean, right? I'll show you the ones that I have here that I love. And I try all different ones, but I'm going to show you what I've been using, and you guys can pick what you want. These are all I'm crazy because I want to find the right ones. Clean food and supplements. Yep, exactly. We use plant-based laundry detergent. Exactly. I got I want to make my own, but I just haven't had time. Yeah, guys, if, for anybody that's suffering, 3 things I would do. Dish detergents. These are all my dishwasher ones. These are all the ones I'm trying. Clean People. This is my laundry. I use the little papers now. I don't buy the big things, but I use no fragrance at all in anything that I do. I don't use pods, those Tide pods. I will not use them. I have the MTHFR gene, so I have 2 mutations of that. So I don't use any fragrance. We got ants. Tell Dad we got to deal with the ants today.
Okay.
Before they get out of hand,
Okay.
So, pick one, try one. My 2 favorites really right now are these 2, Clean People and Drops. Love them both. So you want to get rid of that and unplug the plugins. Stop using them. Please stop using them. My husband and I got together in a few months back, and we made can you go get me, Izzy, one of those things for the fragrance that we made out of it's right where I have all those cute little things. Look, we made. Yeah, Clean People has a good rating. Some of them, some of them are not great, but I keep trying all different kinds. But I do like Clean People. And then we made these little melts with coconut oil. What?
Where are they?
They're straight there on the first shelf. Right where I have all those little things that we put on trays. Oh my God. Can we cover body soap? Yes, we can cover body soap. I use Dr. Bronner, and that's my next thing. I want to make my own soap. Hold on. I want to go get you these. Hold on. Let me show you. No, oh, sorry. I did straight hands. We made these and got, yep. I just found another ant. It is the season already. We gotta get in it.
Remember we came to the house that one time?
When you were little, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like a horror movie. Look, we made these. My husband and I made them. And there is a video somewhere on my profile, and I think I have a recipe, but this is completely 100% organic. And then I throw them in here, light the candle, and they're the soy-free one, the lead-free, soy-free, you know, all the clean. And this is beeswax, coconut oil, and then it's all the organic fragrance. So this is what we use to, you know, create fragrance in the house. Yeah, they're really, I mean, we had fun. We did it one night as something to do. And you have to cure them for a week, but smell that. It smells so good. This one has cloves, juniper berries, and I got all my oils. And this one's citrus and vanilla. So it's nice to create this. So again, those are the three things I would do. Unplug that nasty stuff. Don't use Febreze. Don't use any of that nasty stuff. I get them through a company. Hold on. I always forget. I've given you guys the website a few times. For my bakers out there, I think it's naturesflavors.com. For my bakers, for my cotton candy lovers, right, Izzy? They have about 100 cotton candy organic sugar flavors. So good. You know, that's what we used to do for the Girl Scouts. And Izzy liked it a little bit, but not completely. But yeah, I got like Christmas pie. I got all of my favorites. And you know, now I have all the stuff it's just great. And for my bakers out there, all the flavors. I even got a food coloring. I wanted to make red something, and I got, I don't know where it is, but it's back. Oh, is this it? Hold on, let me see. No. It's a red food coloring that was made with like beets and some other red something. But yeah, Deborah, that's a hard one. I will tell you, I do have some Clark's wipes for that. And then I do have a spray. That's probably one of the few chemicals we have in our house because I don't know how else to do that, except put a fence up. And then I need a fence. Yeah, can you show the dish tabs again? Sure. Hold on, where did I put them? Oh, over here. I have 3 kinds, and I think my favorite right now, our laundry is the Clean People. We have the little pieces, and I do have some 7th generation liquid. Dryer sheets, no bueno. Get the wool dryer balls. Again, it's another chemical that's going onto your skin that's hormone disruptive. So it's, Deborah, that's a hard one. I haven't figured that out, honestly. And then this one. So we're using Drops, Ultra Wash, and Clean People laundry detergent. I have the liquid, always free and clear, 0 chemical. Now, caveat. I do my nails every 2 weeks and I dye my hair, and I don't care. Can't help it. Those are my 2 things I do. I feel like I tell you guys a lot, 90% of the time, I'm 100% organic. My family is 100% organic 90% of the time. I have, you know, the Molly suds are pretty good. We go back and forth. You know, obviously I have all of that. So we just keep trying and seeing what we like the best. All right. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about environmental exposure. And then for my people who are really, really having a difficult time, that are truly in a, you know, a chronic or acute flare, I would say wherever you can, and at the very least at night, no phones in the bedroom. Right. I get it, Viviana. I get it. If you like scented laundry stuff, then go to Nature's Flavors, buy a bottle of something scented, and that you like, the scent you like, and add it to your detergent. I do that sometimes. For a while, I was doing that. I got like a dropper, and in my laundry, I would use my thing, and then I would, like my sheets, what I'll do is I'll get lavender, essential oil, and throw a few drops into the laundry. That's how I would do it. Ava, now, what do you do for fragrance perfumes? I use oils, Claudia. My daughter tells me I smell like a witch. For years, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee.
Do you want me to make you breakfast?
No, I have to eat breakfast after I go to the gym.
Okay. I don't even use deodorant anymore because our clean diet has changed the way I smell. Isn't it amazing? I agree with that. I use those rock salt. Yeah, it's so much better. Claudia, I use that. I do essential oils, organic essential oils. All right, so you guys get it? That's the environmental piece. And we are talking about lupus today. But this piece actually goes across all health, right? If there's any chronic issues at all in your family, in your life, these things work across the board. The last one, what do you feel about alcohol and witch hazel? I think they're good. I mean, I remember when I was a kid and we all got mumps. I remember my grandma and my mom like dousing us in alcohol. I don't understand why. Are the organic scented detergents bad? I don't necessarily think they're bad. I just, I'm going to assume they are made with decent fragrances, but if I can control the fragrance, I feel more comfortable. But Ava, if you have zero issues and you are using a clean detergent, I wouldn't use a Tide Pod. If you have chronic illness, anybody in your home, I would not be using those kinds of brands in my body. I just, so, and I'm not judging, and you do what works for you. I'm just saying what I feel, in terms of this is kitchen pharmacy. So this is where we really get into the depth of how do we get ourselves out of feeling crappy. So Arm & Hammer is sort of like borax. It's been around forever, right? You're using the powder or the liquid? I would have to do a little research. I look at those and I'm like, my grandma used those kinds of things, right? Borax, Arm & Hammer. So I would have to look at that. Liquid. Yeah, I'd have to go. The next time I'm in a grocery store, I'm just going to go over there and look at it. I can't even go down the cleaning aisle or the laundry soap aisle of a grocery store. It just overwhelms me. It's like smelling gas, gasoline and the chemical they put, because gas doesn't have an odor, I think, right? So they put a chemical so that you smell it. All right. So we get it, right? Because we're on page 3. Yeah, I would do a little research, but if you're feeling okay, is your recipe on your link for the freshener pods? Freshener pods, what do you mean? These things? You're talking about this? The air fresheners? Deborah, is that what you mean? I think it's in my post, but I can look it up and okay. I don't know if I put it in there, but I will get it in there. It might take me like a week to 10 days, but I'll get it in there. Hold on, I always take my notes and then I try and get it done. I have a big list. You want I like that you called them air freshener pods. Oh my God, that dog the little Thor follows Izzy around like a puppy.
That's what he is.
I know. Wherever she is, he goes.
What is that for?
It says that there's no activity in my live. You're welcome, Deborah. Okay, so For all my peeps out there today, let's see. All right, we have 5 new followers. I love that. Don't forget, that's what we have to accomplish today. So if you guys think about it and you love doing that kind of stuff, please help your sister out. Okay, so now oxidative stress, very important. Also something that you see a lot of in children on the spectrum, oxidative stress. It refers to the imbalance between free radical activity and antioxidant defense. So because lupus already involves that inflammatory process, antioxidant-rich nourishment becomes a frequent discussion point, right? Practitioners look at vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3, your B vitamins, mineral status, antioxidant intake. All of these things are going to support the detoxification pathways and your inflammatory processes, right? All of these things kind of help that balance, make you feel better. Yeah, we want to get to at minimum 200 shares in here today and 100,000 likes and loves. Those are our goals. We have goals. I love.
I gotta get like ready and dressed to go to the gym.
Now, that's your nutrient depletion. Right away, your naturopathics and your functional medicine practitioners are going to look at all of that. They're going to look at all of your those little nutrients, your vitamin D, your magnesium, your omega-3s. I got to sit. You want me to take them? I'll take them. Come here, Thor. Oh, more ants. This is Thor. They shaved him completely and it totally freaked me out.
Are you a baby? He's growing up his hair already though.
Yeah, he looks bad though. You look a little goth today.
A little, I look horrific.
I know, Deborah, look what they did to my poor boy. They looked so cute and fluffy, and now he's just like a mess.
He's totally fine.
This is Thor. All right, now environmental burden. Here we are again. Heavy metals, plastics, pesticides, mold exposure. Very important. You live in an old house, you live by water, you live in the woods. There's mold around, right? It rains and you live near the woods and, you get bad holding like this.
Comfy.
He's very comfy. He's not squiggling
All the
around.
dogs slept on the couch with me last night.
Great.
Every single dog.
Every single dog.
No, just the puppies.
Chemical load, right? We talked about laundry detergent. We talked about we didn't talk about heavy metals too much. We haven't. I have to do a whole thing on heavy metals too. Sunscreen. I don't use sunscreen. I know Thor baby, right? Queen, I would go to a local health food store and find one.
Well, explain why.
I am going to explain why. My mom is very fair. She's Swedish and Polish, right? Romanian. But the Swede in her made her skin extremely fair.
Come here, Thor. I know.
Queen, I have to tell you, my daughter has pure white skin, right? Like she has she got my husband's Irish skin. But the only place that I put sunscreen on my daughter growing up, and she was in summer camp all year, was here, and on her shoulders. I did not put sunscreen anywhere else on my kid. I am not the right person to talk about sunscreen. I could show you how to make a sunscreen that I feel comfortable with, but the 2 people that are closest to me that use sunscreen all had skin C. So I'm like, I'm not buying in. Now, I know I'm going to piss everybody off and everybody's going to get mad at me and say, that's ridiculous. And you have to do you, but I'm not a sunscreen fan. I don't like having makeup on that has sunscreen. I don't like it. And if you think about it, why is everybody pushing sunscreen and why do we have so much skin C? So now, if your son is going to summer camp, is there wooded areas? Is it good? Now, she
But
had
you
a lot
use
of...
tick stuff on me all the
I
time.
did. I put tick stuff on her because ticks around here is terrible. Lots of pros and cons about sunscreen. Thank you. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it. Now, my husband uses it all the time. He loves it. I don't. It's not wooded. It's at the beach.
Look at this. Look how beautiful this is.
Oh, what is this? This is what my daughter just made. What is this?
Okay. I was gonna drink the first sip. It's an oat milk with espresso shaken, and then it's a non-dairy sweet cream cold foam vanilla, and it's 85 calories.
Sandra, I know. Queen, you're gonna get a lot of pushback too. Usually, they insist that kids wear it. I know, right, Robin? I'm going to. How about this? How about we do this? I will do a quick sort of something about sunscreen. Maybe we won't dedicate a whole thing, but maybe we'll do some kind of a summer fun class
Come on, we gotta go.
where we can. I'll discuss it. I know there's actually there's a supplement that people take that say helps protect their skin from UV light. I know Viviana. I mean, she's all in on the coffee thing. Me, I'm mushroom. Can I have a little of that oat milk cream for my last bit of thing? All right.
It's not as sweet as I want.
No, I don't need sweet. I don't like
upsetting
sweet.
me.
Oh, I like it this way.
No, you could just, it's all foam.
Oh, it's all foam? Ooh.
See, I know what's up. Put it on the little blender thing on cold, and then I use the on top.
Viviana wants it. You have to write the recipe for me so I can give it to them.
Okay. It requires 3 different milks.
Let's see what we can do because I think it's zinc oxide, which I used to put on Izzy, and she would.
It's supposed to be like really good for you.
Yeah, but you used to get mad because it was white, and you would tell me that the kids would tease you because your nose was white. So she stopped wearing it. But I will tell you, when she went to Greece in high school, she was like, I'm not wearing sunscreen. And they said, you put sunscreen on. They fought with her. And
he was also a not nice guy who I would fight right now.
I like that. I'm going to do this at work in our coffee bar. That's good. Hey, Try Health. All right. So, okay, So, Queen, but I don't want you to listen to me and then your kid gets sunburn. I would freak out. Now, I will tell you this. Keep this in mind. If you were to do this, you have to get aloe at home, like either a huge aloe plant or an aloe gel that's 99% aloe. And every day when my kid came home from school, I would put it all over her face, her back, her skin, like so she'd get out of the bath, and I would put aloe on her. You can get aloe gel. You can get I don't think this particularly is my favorite one. Let me see before I recommend it. Yeah, this one isn't my favorite, so I wouldn't use this one. That's probably why it's so full. I wonder if it's even good anymore. But I would get a big giant aloe plant. I burn so much. Oh, so you burn? So that's what I would do. I would put it on them in the morning before they go to camp. And then I would do this. I would put it here, and on their shoulders, because that's where they tend to burn, right? And then when they get home, that's how I did it. I covered her, she'd get a nice bath, whatever. And when she'd come out of the bath, I would, put it on her face, put it on her shoulders, her back.
The foam and he loves it.
Great. So I would do it like that. That's what I would do with my baby, or that's what I did with her. But you have to do what you feel good about. And I'll look at stuff. Zinc oxide there. Let me see if I have it here. Hold on, I think I might have. I used to get these kinds of things. This isn't the one, this one's my husband's, but I would get these little ones and put it in her bag. And I'd be like, look, put it right here, right here, right here, and then shoulder, shoulder, the burn areas. And then I use this, the natural tick repellent, because ticks are terrible in New York State. And you cannot, I've gotten Lyme. I got anaplasmosis, and it presented on a plane, and they almost landed the plane because I couldn't breathe. Yeah, these are great. I mean, this is my husband's stuff, but they have the natural ones. I'll have to look in my I have to look at the store, because in the store they put them out. I just get one of these sticks and I used to put it in her backpack and say, you put it here on your nose and your shoulders. That's what she knew. And she would get a nice little sun tan. Like her skin would be sun-kissed, right? She wouldn't burn. Is also safe for celiac. Oh, cool. All right. And then this is natural, DEET-free tick repellent. I put this on my dogs. I put this on us. We have a lot of ticks here. New York is like New York, Connecticut, Long Island. Like, it's just bad around here. Okay, so we're on page 4 out of 36. All right, heavy metals, plastics. Okay, we all know about plastics, phthalates, all that stuff, right? Try and use glass. Where did you get the tick spray? In my shop. I will find out how you get this. All right? I think I know the person who makes this. Let me see, what's the company name? Nantucket Spider, it's called. They do a lot of great stuff. Look, we have these. I do these outdoor garden sticks, botanical incense made only with plants and essential oils. It's a great company. Look, and you get this little thing. And then I put these on. They're like, and it keeps the bugs away, and it smells pretty good. I do listen, like I said, I have Clark's wipes to clean up dog pee in my house because it freaks me out. But 90, here's my free and clear dish soap, my hand soap in the bathroom, all of those things. I try and reduce chemical load at all costs in my home. Look, my shirts that you can buy, even on the TT shop, these are certified organic. Hi, Lauren. So this is, so the company is called Nantucket Spider. I'm sure they have some sort of mail order. But we get this in our health food store. They have all kinds. I like the woodland one that they do. And I bought these because they hold them and they look cool. Doesn't that look cool? It's like slate. And then they have the tick repellent. They have so much stuff. I'll take a picture and show you. The next time we're in the store, which will be next week, I'm going to be coming live all week. I'm going to be cooking. So just remind me and I'll take you over and show you all the stuff that they have. All right. So let's keep going. So this is the naturopathic, functional medicine. Let's talk about clean proteins. Protein needs are varied, right, from person to person. Many lupus nutrition discussions favor protein that supports repair, right, without heavily relying on highly processed foods. So we're looking at repairing the tissue, right, in your body. So what we're looking at is wild fish and then sardines. I can't eat sardines, but if you love them, get the ones that are like Wild Planet or the ones from Spain. Those are usually pretty clean. No, not if you can do it without the oil, even better. But if you like the oil, make sure it's olive. Salmon, legumes, lentils, chickpeas, pasture-raised eggs. If you can get the corn and soy free ones, they're obviously better. I'll show you the box. These are everywhere, and they're pretty good. I don't believe they're organic, but they're certified corn and soy free, and they're pasture raised. So this is a great company. If you are suffering from autoimmune, specifically lupus today, these are the eggs, and I'm pretty sure they're nationwide. And if you ask, I hope that you can find them. I was thinking I should start that kind of a company. Like find my own, like how Thrive Market is around. I think I want to do my version of it, with like the true shit that you can buy, right? Like all the stuff that I know works, and then set up. What do you think about this? And then like set up like, okay, I have lupus, or I'm allergic to this, or I'm allergic to that. And then you have the groups, and then you have supplements, and you know what I mean? Like have all of that ready for you. I kind of love that idea. All right, anyway. I just think it might work. I know, right? Nobody does that. And I'm giving out my idea into the atmosphere. Okay. So the kitchen pharmacy thinking, it often favors, right, protein sources paired with obviously vegetables, fiber, herbs, healthy fats, rather than building meals around heavily processed meats. Like I don't want to think about a burger and corn on the cob, and you know what I mean? Like I want to think, hey, I'm going to eat a piece of fish, or like last night. Oh, you want to see last night's dinner? Remember all those salads that we made the other night on Monday night? Where's my other phone? Did my baby take my phone, or did I move it? Hold, please. Let me just grab my phone. Here it is. Oh, look, here's our bag too. Here's our shopping bag. And it has, look, it's got a flat bottom, and this is certified organic fabric. Oh, it's pretty big too. It's a good farmer's market bag. And you can put it over your shoulder, which I love. And then you can just shop with it. My daughter bought this for herself, but we have these too. And it's in the TikTok shop. Okay, now, hold on, I'm gonna show you what I made. This was dinner last night for my mom. I was gonna come on last night, but I needed to be with my family as usual. All right, hold on. Do I have it here? Oh, Izzy Bell. Ron, can you ask Izzy to send me the picture of dinner last night? Well, I'm on live, but I wanted to show them dinner last night. Izzy has the picture. A lot of noise. Can you hear her jumping around? Oh, here it is, look. Asparagus, salads, a piece of salmon. Did you see that? I found it. Sorry, babe. Remember, 11 o'clock.
Oh, I'm gonna wait to get my nails done until June 1st before we leave.
Oh, I was just gonna do it for you. I'm just gonna keep you going with me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, you know you don't like what I get though, so I don't.
All right,
wanna
I'll
be
send. Okay, so you do what you want. So you get it? Lots of healthy vegetables. I put all the salads, asparagus. I made a little bit of rice. I think she ate all the rice. Hold on. I made white rice, my white jasmine rice with mushroom, and you see that? Oh, so yummy, right? Okay. And then bone support foods. How do you support your bones? Reduced sun exposure, inflammation, and certain medications may influence bone integrity, right? Meaning you're not outside, and if you're outside, you're slathering on sunscreen. Get that early in the morning. My people with lupus, if you can get yourself outside now, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you sit outside and I have a whole bunch of drinks in this packet that are fabulous. We're going to talk about some of them. And you sip your drink and you get that morning sunlight on you. It's very much going to help you. Also, sardines, leafy greens, broccoli, almonds, yogurt, if you can tolerate it, mushrooms like lion's mane, not white button mushrooms, lion's mane, maybe shiitakes, and then sesame seeds. All of these things are going to have the minerals that are going to support bone and tissue repair. Now, foods that aggravate lupus. There's no universal lupus diet, right? Because everybody's different. You know how my take on diets, right? How do they work? It's very different. But two people that have lupus are not going to have the same diet. And this is where, one of the things for the people that are in here today, one of the things that I do is, you get diagnosed with lupus or anything. And the doctor goes, don't eat this, but eat this. And then you're like, what? I don't know, but I like to eat this way and I like to eat that way. What I do with my one-on-ones is I sit down with you. You fill out a huge questionnaire. And then I sit down with you and we go over everything for an hour. And then after that hour, I design a collection of recipes for you that you can use that are going to support your healing process and be specific to what your needs are. Food sensitivities, blood type, flavors that you like, type of foods that you like, all those things. And then based on, yeah, it's great, Viviana. It really is great. Robin says, it's the best gift you give yourself. It's $149, I believe, in the LANK and the BIO. And I think there's even a payment plan in there if you can't, but it takes me like 6 to 7 hours, probably a little bit more to design those recipes for you. But it really works for people. And it's helpful. I don't do it I've decided I won't do it in a weekly sort of table because I think that's very hard for people to follow and sets you up for failure. So you get a recipe catalog, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, 7 days worth. And then you get, like, if I talk to you and we think that juicing might appeal to you, or you need some good beverages, or maybe you want to add more beans to something, I want to eat that. Oh God, let's get rid of this guy immediately. I'm going to get him. Stir bag. Can you take care of that for me, Robin, please? Let's, I want to block him. I got it. I'm blocking him. Done. I blocked him. Hey, Ryan. Oh, you did it too? All right. Make sure that he's totally blocked because we both did it together. No, I don't want him muted. I want him blocked. I don't need that here. It's like the third time he's shown up. So let's get rid of that. Hi, Gabrielle. Thanks, Robin. Okay, so at the same time, there are several dietary go on, sister. I mean, it's just, so you block, your block should do it now. Okay, good. All right, great. Yeah, because I can't even see it anymore. Fine. Yeah, I can't. That's just terrible. Okay, so where was I? Patterns. Okay, so there are several dietary patterns that are going to repeat and appear in conversations surrounding inflammation, cardiovascular risk, metabolic stress, and a flare. So you want to stay away from the tried and true list of highly processed foods that are like packaged snacks, sugary cereals, commercial pastries, heavily processed frozen meals, fast food, artificial ingredients. Now, keep this in mind. When you get to this packet, my Lupus peeps, I am cognizant of the fact that some people have zero energy to shop, cook, do whatever. So I make the recipes so there's the least amount of work possible where you can also heal, right? So I get it. But you're going to have to push yourself a little bit to do a little bit of the work so that you might have to make some oats, right? Or you might have to, cut your vegetables, put them on a roasting pan, put your fish or your, turkey, whatever you decide is your protein. And then I got this one, I'm blocking them again. Same moron. I did it. If you guys can move the chat, because it's gonna shut this down a little bit. Yeah, I just blocked. Okay, so you want to think about that, right? What is that song? Goodbye, right? I don't know. Whatever. They got nothing better to do. All right, so kitchen pharmacy language. It might simplify this. Here's how I say it. I was thinking about this when I was writing this. More foods from the earth, fewer foods from the box. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Heather. Right? So, hey, Mel. Thank you. So more foods from the earth, fewer foods from the box. These things are going to make the difference, right? Yeah, we want to crank this to get one fragment today. That's our goal. Here, let me put this up for you guys. Oh, good, Heather. I love that you're listening. It's really good information, right? This is a good class. All right. So high sugar intake may influence inflammatory signaling, right? Insulin response, cardiovascular, energy stability. Oh, here it comes again. So common sources include soda, sweetened beverages, candy, pastries, heavily sweetened coffee drinks, processed desserts, right? So you want to, hey Brandon, so you want to get rid of him. Robin, you got this one? No, these guys don't get any blessings. Hi, Superfan Roxy. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. All right, poor quality fats. These are things that you want to avoid, right? Trans fats, margarine. I can't believe it's not butter, all that nonsense. Get the real stuff. Deep fried foods, heavily processed seed oil, dominant fast food. Oh, really? I have to block? Okay. If they pop up again, I'll block. Commercial baked goods, repeatedly heated oils, never do that. So if you decide that you have to have fried food, do it once a month, do it less, and then do it only with avocado and olive oil. Please don't use seed oils. For my people who are truly suffering from lupus or any of these autoimmune issues, you want to get rid of seed oils. You don't want this fried food. These are the things that are going to really agitate. June, there's so many components to these autoimmune, and I talk about this a lot. Must have been all the baked goods. Yeah, right. All the baked sales at church. I think my guess, my intuition is, oh, okay, perfect. I'll watch. If those same people pop up again, I'll block them. I mean, I think, being a pest is one thing, but being like gross like that, I have no use for that behavior. I mean, we're pretty lucky. We don't get a lot of that. But when we do, it's just, ugh. Okay, anyway, Joan, to me, my intuition and what I've seen over time, good morning, campgrounds. What I've seen over time is, whether it's childhood trauma or, family trauma or any kind of trauma. Could be you lose your job, you get divorced, one of your kids gets sick, whatever it is. some type of trauma, unresolved, hey Gabe, how are you? Make sure you're dealing with the trauma, but also that, and then you kind of eating not the best, or you're living in a high stress environment and not managing any of that. All of those things over time are going to trip our bodies. And the more we do the work, the more we change that in a gentle way, because then think about this. Oh my God, I did this, I'm eating this, oh, I gotta stop doing this, I gotta change this. It's like, oh, can you feel that? I mean, even me talking about that, the vibration just starts to, and I just can't take that. It's not healthy. None of it is healthy, right? Even over exercising, like I believe in exercise for sure. But if you're, 35, 45, having babies, want to have babies, I mean, to me, that hard, those big, heavy hit trainings, all that stuff, to me, yoga, walking, low weight training, vibration plates, especially if you tend to vibrate high on a stress level, that heavy pounding. Lauren, it's crazy. Have you been following this? Look, I did 36 pages of information today. We haven't even gotten through half of it yet. We're only on page 7 and it's 10 o'clock. I'll go till 10:30 today, but maybe 10:40, and then I have an appointment. But if we don't finish, we'll pick up tomorrow night where we leave off. So those kinds of things. Now, here's something interesting in my so poor quality fats, right? We know what the poor quality fats are. Can you email me that? I have patients at 10. Sure. Olive oil, avocado oil, nuts, seeds, omega-3 rich foods. Those are the best. Arash, how are you? Here's something I want you to hear. Alfalfa sprouts. Listen to this, Lauren. I don't know if you know this. They contain a compound called L-canavanine. Vanillin. It's been associated with lupus-like symptoms and immune stimulation in susceptible individuals. Alfalfa sprouts, alfalfa tablets, concentrated alfalfa supplements are not good for people with lupus. Be very careful. I didn't know this when I was putting this together. Also, garlic is a nuanced conversation. Conversations become confusing, but some lupus resources caution against concentrated garlic supplementation because of the immune stimulating effects. So not everyone responds the same way, but I would be gentle in the way that you use garlic. I would say fresh garlic in moderation would be the best, but thank you, Robin, but not supplementing with garlic. Okay, individual food triggers. Some individuals notice that pattern with certain foods, right? Now, here are the food triggers to look for when you have autoimmune, specifically lupus: gluten, dairy, soy, eggs, corn, nightshades. What are nightshades? Eggplant, tomatoes, white potatoes, and peppers. And then finally, it's food additives. Now, there's no evidence that says 100% avoid all. It looks like more like observe when you eat them. Remember, food sensitivities happen 72 hours, up to 72 hours after you eat something. So if you eat gluten today, try not to eat it again and wait till the 4th day, because you might see that is a trigger for you, and then you avoid it. Got it? Guys, let's crush this goal today. We need to get to like 2,000 loves, and then we need to move that. We need all kinds of things. Thank you, Robin. Erlene, nice to see you. Welcome in. We are talking about lupus today. Okay, supplements and supportive therapies. This is all from the naturopathic functional medicine perspective. We're still on that group. So supplements that are discussed as adjuncts, they are not replacing medical care. I must say that. Quality medication interactions, organ involvement, and individual health history matter greatly. Caveat, right? Hi, Lori, welcome in. Vitamin D, right? A lot of people with lupus will have low vitamin D. So status become especially important. So supportive conversations may include testing your levels, guided food support, bone health considerations. Some studies suggest improvements in fatigue or disease activity when you supplement. I will not tell you how much to use. I can tell you for me, right before we went to Ireland for like a week, I did 10,000. Then I go back to 5. I never take 1. However, when you have lupus, you work with a practitioner to understand what's best for you, right? Holds, please. I want to... Thank you, Robin. Okay. Okay. Omega-3 fatty acids. Usually due to leaky gut and an overgrowth, we don't have the right bacteria to absorb nutrients. Interesting. So do you get your vitamin D through supplementation, Lauren, or will you get it through food like cod liver oil, rainbow trout, salmon, sardines, herring, tuna, all of those, egg yolks, beef liver? I mean, to me, I don't know, that K3 vitamin D drops, yeah. Nicki Minaj. Omega-3 support. Conventional nutrition. Okay, integrated medicine, Mediterranean diet, right? Fish, food first strategies. And then you work with a practitioner. This is going to help cardiovascular, metabolic, and inflammatory balance. NAC, N-acetylcysteine, antioxidant, glutathione production. This is really good. Now, one of the things that I notice about glutathione, though, is it can, if you're not careful, cause yeast infections, right? Have you heard that? Have you heard that, Lauren? Hi, Cynthia. Krill. Yeah, I'm not eating krill, but yes, krill oil is good. No, you haven't heard that. Okay. I notice when I deal with kids on the spectrum, I see that sometimes, depending on how you administer glutathione, I think where I've seen the best, gotta go, bye, Lauren, where I've seen the best way is through like a glutathione push. It's like an IV push, whoosh, is the best way. But if you can't get that, NAC is good. NAC also, just a little side note, helps with the lungs. If you have COPD, it actually slows the progression. You got to get a good source, Thorne, Vital Nutrients, Metagenics. You want to go from that perspective. Don't buy crap and don't buy it on the river. Go to like iHerb or like, go somewhere that's, a good, from your doctor kind of thing. Hope I don't get in trouble for that. Turmeric and curcumin, magnesium, nervous system support, sleep quality, all those things. Now, a little acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine goes a long way. pain support, stress modulation, fatigue management. Also, TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, talks about food energetics. We've talked about this very much in the beginning, and I really want to get back to it. I need to do another class on this. I've talked about, the expansive and contractive foods and how we get to the balance. I think that's a really good conversation for us to have. I want to write that down again. Okay. All right. Nervous system, mind, and body support. Living with chronic illness places real demands on the nervous system. So meditation, prayer, breath work, restorative movement, nature, walking, just a walk in the woods might help. NMN. I'm not good with those. What is that? Lori, what is NMN? Help me. I'm so bad at that. Hi, Brenda. Sorry. I missed that class. Oh, yes, please do. I will. I did it very early on, sister, in like the first 5 months of being on TikTok. I used to talk a lot about it, and I'm going to have to do that. Precursor to NAD. Oh, okay. I don't know that. I don't know much about that. What did you say? NMN. Precursor to NAC. All right, I will look that up. I can't speak on it. I don't know. The nervous system, also a good cup of lemon balm tea, believe it or not, is going to settle your nerves. I know that sounds crazy and it's like something so little as lemon balm, but honestly, if you have not tried it, not NAC, she said NAD. Oh, thanks, Joan. Precursor to NAD. Oh, NAD, like the stuff that we're doing for age-related stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Thank you, Joe. All right, I have to look that up. I don't know anything about it. That would be great. Have you heard about forest bathing? Well, I mean, sister, I have heard that term. I'm old school from like 1964. So we say walk in the woods, but yes, forest bathing. Do you mean like actually being in the woods with your bare feet too? Like just being in the woods? When I was a little girl growing up in Long Island, I never had shoes on my feet. A walk in the woods, yeah. Grounding, yeah. I don't do that anymore. I'm so like, if you walk out in our woods, you are going to get a tick on your body. Like it's just going to happen. I could fumigate my entire lawn because we have so many deer and wild animals that it just happens. So ridiculous. And you know what? We haven't done Lyme disease either. Got a lot to do. Oh my goodness. There's a place in Germany that if you send out your blood, if you have Lyme, and that, yes, that's me too. No shoes. That's terrible. I know. I'm the same way. I'm just so afraid now because I got anaplasmosis and I couldn't breathe on the plane 2 summers ago, and they were going to land the plane and drag me off the plane. It was so embarrassing. Oh my God, it was bad. Oh my God, my daughter made this cold foam latte for me. Vegan. So good. Okay, next. Is this helpful? I hope this is helping you guys. I feel like I'm a little all over the place, but it's such good information. I know, and now I've been wearing these stupid things. Can you see them? Let me put my foot over here. These, and I feel like my foot's always wrapped in plastic, and then I take them off, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take them off. Walk on my wood floors. I'm a little spacey all of a sudden. Okay. All right, let me see. What else can I cover for you guys today? Okay, Lupus Kitchen Guide. Let's talk about that. Fill your kitchen with leafy greens, berries, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. I prefer, and I'm always gonna say, organic as much as you can. Write a list of the top foods that you eat every day and work really hard at making those organic. If you want to know more about us, you can join the food movement here. You can join the LINK and the BIO. All the replays to all of my videos, all of my lives are on YT. I love when you guys go there, and if you watch them, it helps. Once we have 3,000 hours, life becomes even bigger. Also join the Book of Face. That's where you're going to get the schedule every month. And this is a list right here of every class that I do every month. This Sunday night is our next Sunday class, Spring Fresh. We're making shrimp and rice and all kinds of yummy food. Oh, I actually have the class. I didn't send the recipes out yet, ladies, so they'll go out today, I promise. Lemon garlic shrimp with spring vegetables, herbed rice, pilaf with green peas and scallions, shaved fennel and citrus salad, and almond flour lemon cake. Oh, you can? These are true Crocs, Raven. They're Disney Crocs. I didn't know that. That makes me feel much better. It's not the plastic ones. I can ground with those? I know. I was just, I saw some an IG post with some Amish woman. Almond flour lemon cake. Yummy. Do you get the recipes too? Liz, if you sign up for the Sunday night class, you get the recipes now, usually the Sunday before. I'm a little late because I was traveling and I forgot to do them before I left. So they're going to go out tonight. You get to shop and then we shop together. So, we cook together. We'll do 3 of those recipes. I think I chose the shrimp, the citrus salad. I'll probably do the lemon cake too because we all love cake. And you get me without all this. There's usually like 8 to 10 of us in the class, and we have formed a really wonderful friendship. In the LINK, the BIO, try the code MOM. It might still work, and the class will be $19. I have all the classes up through September. So you can choose any of them. They are wonderful. We have a really wonderful, mahalo, a really wonderful group of people that we all do this. Oh my God, Robin. That sounds so fun. He's a little young, but you're still gonna have a great time. All right, so try all of those things. Join us in the Book of Face. That's a place where you get to talk to all of us and see. I know it's going to be so great, Robin. I get it. We took Izzy to Disney the first time when she was 3. We have the Disney Vacation Club. We're going in December. We love Disney. Love, love, love Disney. All right. So, and then you'll get this. So you can sign here. Did I do it already? No, here. You can join the movement here, right here. There's a little yellow arrow here. We have DVC too. Us too. We've had it since she's 3. What's our home resort? Animal Kingdom is our home resort. We're like the evil empire family. Saratoga. Oh, we got it around the same time, right? All right. So, if you can do organic, do organic. If you can't do all organic, what I suggest to people is make the list of the most important foods that you eat every week. And as you run out, you replace them with certified organic food. It's the cleanest version. It's the best. I have something coming out for you guys. There's a watchdog that I pay attention to. I'm going next month for my 49th. I love it. We're going in December. I'm so excited. I can't wait. My husband can't wait more than us. I mean, I know it's the evil empire and they do bad things sometimes too, but I still like it. I still like being a kid. Anyway, so, do one thing at a time. If you haven't tried, go Huge Leaps in Your Health. Exactly. And then go up in here in the LINK in the BIO and download the Premium Pantry Makeover. Hey, Trish, come follow us. We're having a great time. And download the free Premium Pantry Makeover. It sort of helps and guides you through your pantry and shows you all different ways to support the transition. So lupus, right? Here's the list of foods I would be eating all the time. Leafy greens, berries, always organic. Don't buy them unless you're eating organic berries. That's a no-no. Herbs, cruciferous vegetables, legumes, oats, quinoa. Thank you, Liz, for the follow. Walnuts, chia, flaxseed, wild fish, and mineral-rich proteins. Mineral-rich produce, which is most all produce. Use with awareness. I like to say it like this. You will never hear me, maybe seed oils, maybe organic berries, but you'll never hear me like, you're gonna die, you're gonna unalive, I cannot stand when people do that because I think people want to do the best they can. MCT oil is good, yes. I really believe that obviously people don't want to be sick, right? Unless you got some other crazy thing like Munchausen's or something. But people don't normally want to be sick, right? They want to feel good. They want to be good. And when you have someone yelling at you, telling you, you can't do this or you're going to blah, blah, it's like, what good is that? We already feel bad. We already feel, like a failure or we don't feel good about our health and we're frustrated. But it's like, why hit somebody over the head with not doing the right thing? I think that sets us up for failure. You give up, right? So I would rather do it easy, gently, sort of move people in the direction over time. And once you're aware, you become responsible and you make small changes. And before you know it, it's like, wow, I feel great. I feel better. My skin looks better. I don't feel so tired. I have a little more energy. And that's how you motivate somebody, in my opinion. I know we're squeaking around. We're squeaking around the turn. If you guys can, we're only at 137 follows. Go out there and follow, share. I'm not 137 follows, 137 shares. If you can, I would love to hit all these goals today. I want to hit this one. I want to hit the 200 shares, 100,000 likes. We have a small amount of time left. So if you can support the organic food movement, I would love it. All right, reduce or limit ultra-processed, excess sugar, fried foods, high sodium packaged foods, love those doggies, processed meats and alfalfa products. Breakfast ideas, here we go. Let's talk about ideas. I don't know how much cooking we're gonna get done today, but maybe Thursday night we'll pick up and do part 2 because I don't really wanna rush through these. I think they're too important. Chia pudding with berries, walnuts, and cinnamon. You can make chia pudding with coconut, Cocoa June yogurt, almond milk, something that, any plant-based milk that feels good to you. That's how I would do it. Warm oats with flaxseed and berries and chopped almonds. Almonds are the most alkalizing nut. And I make it weekly. Look, a little sprinkle, tablespoon, goes a long way. It's crunchy, nutty, tastes good. Look at that. I love that. Right? Vegetable scrambles with greens and olive oil. Medical medium will tell you eat fewer eggs because if you have a viral load, eggs or Epstein-Barr in your snack jar, right? Anybody know about your snack jar? Have you used a snack jar? I brought two with me to Ireland, and how did I find where you did fibromyalgia? Raven, when you go to the recipe vault, Fibromyalgia should be in there. I know we love our snack jars. Under the kitchen pharmacy. If you can't find it, DM me. She's not here today, but she usually helps us too. I love my snack jar. If you guys haven't built your snack jar yet, build your snack jar. All of us at the Organic Food Movement has a snack jar. High adrenaline. I'm eating my snack jar. All right. Oh, snack ideas. Berries, walnuts, sliced cucumber and hummus, chia yogurt, roasted chickpeas, a green smoothie with flax, or our snack jar. Yes, variety diversification. Absolutely. Okay, even put a little sweetness in there. I loved every minute of being with you guys on my vacation. It was so fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carol, the recipe for my snack jar is in the LINK, the BIO, in the recipe vault. Yay, Raven, thank you. Thank you. Level 3. And the mini Oreos are great. Oh, June, you're going to be in so much trouble. Yeah, adrenaline, it's so good. You know, when we first got into the car and I had my snack jar, we went through 3/4 of the first jar immediately the first day. And I was like, in fact, I think I took a picture. It might be on this phone. Let me see if it's on the bat phone. I was like, oh my God, I got to show these guys. The snack jar was almost empty. And I was gonna send you guys like a snarky thing. Like, look at this. I made a snack jar and they ate it all. No, it's on the other phone. But even my husband was digging in there. I was like, what? He was going for the pineapple and the little sweet things. He was not a fan of the goji. Not a fan at all. And he liked the cashews. But it's such a good treat, isn't it? It's such a nutrient-dense snack. If you guys, here, let me put a close-up so you can kind of see. 2 nuts, 2 seeds, no mini Oreos. I put a little chocolate in there, a little bit of the allergy-free chocolate chips. Oh, no worries, Raven. It's nice to see you. Come here, baby. Sit up here with me. All right, snack ideas, supportive beverage. Ginger turmeric tea. We're going to talk about mineral broth, a cucumber mint infusion, berry greens. You know what we're going to do? Because we're almost at the recipe portion of this, and I'm pretty close. I think, what if we do tomorrow night in our Thursday night class? Let's do the cooking piece of this. I think that might be really helpful. Thank you, Cynthia, for my rose. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we can crank out this, a galaxy, I don't know, a hat, any kind of love, I would love it. Look at my little guy. This is Thor. I don't know where the big boy is. I mean, the littler one. Oh my God, this is so good. This is my breakfast. All right, what feeds lupus versus what supports healing? Here's what feeds inflammation, stress, and flares. Now, keep in mind, this is everything, right? Across the board. Highly processed foods, sugary drinks, pastries, heavy sweets, fried foods, repeatedly heating oils, processed meats, fast food, packaged convenience meals, low fiber eating patterns. Keep this in mind. Fiber, fiber, fiber. And when you think you ate enough fiber, eat more fiber. This is a fiber jar. Fiber, healthy fats, brain food, brain food, right? You want to get your little paws in that, don't you? Refined carbohydrates, nutrient poor meals. I love this one. I wrote dietary chaos, skipping meals, unstable blood sugar. I love that. Thank you, Robin, for my love glasses. Hey, JC. Personal food triggers. Highly inflammatory burden from poor sleep and chronic stress. Constant overexertion without recovery. That's me. High chemical burden from a heavily processed lifestyle. Immune stimulating items sometimes cautioned in lupus, such as alfalfa sprouts and some supplements. We have that list in this packet. And then what may support healing, which is, my favorite. I like to focus on this the most. So my little nephew has a stuffed animal that looks just like him. Casey, this is Thor. Remember my big fluffy dog? They shaved him off. I'm so mad. My little doggy. Hi. Hi. Oh, you gotta go down. I know you like being held and loved, but you gotta go down. You're a good boy. All right. He's like, what? He's like clawing on my leg right now. All right. Fresh fruit, berries, naturally sweet whole foods, jumping on me. Wild fish, legumes, beans, vegetables, oats, quinoa, brown rice, mineral-rich, colorful, antioxidant, dense foods, balanced meals with protein, fiber, healthy fats. Every meal, good protein, lots of fiber, healthy fats. Oh, look what I did for you guys. I have a bunch of pictures in here. Let me show you. We got so much to do. Look, I made you a plate. And then a lupus supplement quick reference chart is in here. Wait, there's one more thing. You also get this in the packet. Lupus friendly foods. Have a beautiful day, Joan. I know, he's so cute. And then the rest of the packet from page 24 to page 37. Oh no, page 38 is all recipes. So there's like 10 or 12 recipes in this packet. Drinks, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, 5 categories to help you. So it's like a mini ebook. Right, that's it. Adrenaline, I talk about that all the time. Don't give up because you can't do organic. Just make a list of the 5 top foods that you eat a week and start there, one at a time. Don't go all or nothing like we all do. If you're an all or nothing person, just breathe and just do one ingredient at a time. Right? That way, the last thing you want to do is create anxiety over healing. It's never going to do anybody any good, right? Energy pacing, restorative movement, cleaner cooking, simpler ingredient choices. I'm going to tell you this also. I have a refrigerator full of food. I want to show you something. I'm going to let you into my inner door because I want you to see something. When you cook nutrient-dense food, you see that? You tend to eat less. Because you get satisfied quicker. I am always backed up with food because I have all this nutrient dense, rich, delicious, clean, healthy food in my house. And it's too much. We can't eat it fast enough because you get satisfied. You're not looking for more. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So you want to eat less of this boxed, fried, heavily processed, less of excess sugar, less poor quality fats, less erratic eating. If it's sitting in a shelf, it's most likely processed and toxic to the system, makes you sluggish. Yeah. More vegetables in abundance, deeply colored produce, fiber rich, fiber. It's really interesting when you get to fiber rich, fiber fills the body faster, satisfies you more. You don't tend to have food noise when you're eating whole, clean foods. Hi, Superfan Brenda. All right, guys, let's go. What's that? I never saw that. Glorious Chef. Where did that come from? Oh my God, that was awesome. That's my new favorite, besides A Hat of Joy. Robin, I loved that Glorious Chef. Thank you, friend. Never saw that before. That's new. I love you for that. Thank you. My Disney friend. Everybody help Robin out. And June and everybody that's been gifting so far. Let me see. Who's here that's been gifting? I can see that. June, Robin, New York Gal, Carol, Cynthia, Adrenaline, Brenda, Lori, Brenda, Casey Ann, Heather G, and Kaylee. Thank you. All of you who have been gifting me today. I really appreciate it. Hey, Klee, nice to see you. I loved that. We are not going to let that go. We have to finish this because then all that work is not in vain as I stuff my pie hole. All right, so Kitchen Pharmacy Healing Plate, right? Half colorful veggies, non-starchy, leafy greens, broccoli. Here, I'll let you take a picture. But if you take a screenshot, is everybody on here? Can you guys stop the chat for a minute? Let me see if I can clear this just for a second. Let me see if I know how to do this. All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to shut the comments off for a minute. Okay, here now. Go ahead, take a picture. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. There you go. Did you get it? I can't, even though I'm asking if you got it, you can't answer me. All right, and then here, that's what you're looking at. Take that picture. There you go. What else can I give you? There's 36 pages of love in here. I can't believe I'm doing this for you, but I'm gonna do it because I want you to be better. I want you to feel better. Here you go. Hi, Latana. Go ahead, screenshot that. Do I have it right? Okay, there we go. Did you get it? All right, hold on. I'm going to put the chat back together. Now I got to find where I did that. I think I did it in settings. All right, there we go. Scent Feather Tiara. Thank you. Hi, Latana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all we need to do. That's like one. You're welcome, Heather. Now that's some of obviously 37 pages. Now you have like 10 or 12 pages where this last part of the package from page 24 to 38. It's nice to see you, Mary. I've been live through in Ireland for 2 weeks, so yeah, from 24 to, there's like 14 pages of recipes in the back of this booklet or ebook. So there's a lot of information here. It's 38 pages. Tomorrow night, let's do Lupus Part 2, and we will finish the food portion. I want to make some of the food with you guys. I think that might be fun. What do you think? Do you guys like that idea? We'll do, what time is tomorrow night? Let me see. What time is Q&A? It's at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So we will finish this with cooking. Tomorrow night, we'll do part 2 Lupus part 2, and we'll go through some of the recipes that are in here. I think that'll be fun. I'll do a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, a snack. And there's like 14 or 15 pages in here. Thank you, Robin, guys, let's help Robin with, thank you, Latana, I appreciate that. We only have that triple ones to get, to finish this up. That's like Hat of Joy, a little doggy. Oh, these are all pinned. Let me see if I'm going to switch the goals a little bit so we can finish. We can just crank this out. Let's see what we can put on here. We got fireworks today. Ooh, let's do a prairie diney. Let's do one of each of these, and then we're covered, right? Can we do it? Who's up for it? Who's up to support this? Epic pianist. Okay, let's try that. Let's try one of these great things. Thank you from my heart. I appreciate it. I loved that furry friends today. All right, and then let's see one more thing. The glorious chef. I want him again. All right, there you go. Got a chef. My chef got a chef. Big move. Thank you, Amethyst. Welcome and thank you. Thank you. Char Strike. We just did a whole thing on lupus today. Hope you're feeling well. Did I send you all the recipes? I did them the same night. Did I send them to you? Did you get them? I can't remember if I sent it. It was before, I think it was before I left. Good morning. Did you get the recipes? I just added them to your booklet and then your package, and then resent it. Did you check? I did a whole bunch of recipes for you. Oh, good. Yeah, look, because if I didn't send it, I'll send it before I leave today for my appointment. Guys, let's do it. We only have 109 left. Let's go. Let's go. Any one of these gifts that I have up here, we'll do it and then like keep our fragment. We don't want to lose our fragment today. We did so good. We'll actually gain a fragment. All right. Anybody learn anything from lupus today? Did you guys like it? Did it help? I hope it helped. I hope it helped everybody. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. Absolutely. You guys are my biggest fans. I'm yours. I'm eating my little, this is my breakfast this morning. But with this, I'm gonna eat a piece of fruit. I have like, I have my first peach of the season. You know, stone fruits are my favorite. Stone fruits are my absolute favorite fruits. I like every kind of stone fruit. All right, guys. I'm going to hang here to get our last couple of hundred loves, blessings. Ooh, this peach, first one of the season. Mmm, yummy. I ate my snack jar with peaches. Want a piece of peach?
No. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Wait.
I saw that saffron shrimp. I just saw it now.
Do we have any of the Nuxavometer stuff?
Yeah, it might be back there. But you want belladonna if you're not feeling good.
No, I'm nauseous.
Nauseous. Like,
Always.
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 I do not have a water purifier. We have a whole house filter. Then we filter in here. And then I have a filter on my ice machine. But we have really yummy water. It's just a little hard. But other than that, we were told that we have the best water in our town. They couldn't find anything wrong with our water. I love our water. All right, y'all. I made a mistake. I'm going to do that today, as soon as I hang up. All right, guys. Let's crank that out. I did them right before I left. I'll do it. It looks good. I'm not a shrimp eater, but it looks good. I'm going to make shrimp on Sunday night.
Evil from this like little.
You look beautiful. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Thank you for my divine fingers. That's all we have to do. That's one hat of joy. So we don't lose our fragment. Well, we'll gain a fragment. I have to do my unboxing of all my dishes from Ireland. I haven't done that yet. I'm so excited. Hi, Casey Ann. Thank you for the heart. All right, my friends. Nice to see everybody. Thank you for being here. I hope that you learned something today. I will see. Oh, June, thank you. Appreciate that so much. Charge Strike, thank you. That's cool, that piano. I love that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that a lot. I will see you guys all. When will I see you guys? Oh, tomorrow night. Deborah, I love that little chef outfit. Did you see that chef outfit? It's so cute. You're welcome, Heather G. Don't forget to download your packet. It's in the recipe vault in the LINK, the BIO. If you want to learn more about what we do or join the movement, you can click there. I know, I can't wait. You could tell, right? It needs it so bad. This, Heather, is not in the vault yet. Give me till Friday. I will get it up there. I just want to tweak a couple of things and make sure I got it right. Char Strike, thank you so much for my Diney. Appreciate that. Oh my God, we're so close to the next one. I can't even believe it. I'm actually going to just put, this gets us 2 fragments if we do it now. That's crazy. Hold on. I'm going to do this right now. If you guys are, I'm going to see, I don't know what my day is going to be tonight, but if I can, I will go live tonight and we'll unbox all the dishes from Ireland that I got. I didn't get a lot. I was on a budget. I hate being on a budget. Who likes being on a budget? I'm not a fan of being on a budget. but I had to be on a budget. But I'll show you all the things I needed. I had to have them. You know how that goes. Hi, Mary. All right, I will see you guys all tomorrow night. Thank you for being here. I hope I helped. Tomorrow night, we are going to cook lupus-friendly foods. We'll be on around 8. See you guys all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys. Char, I'm going to go. I got 5 minutes. I'm going to go send that. I could have sworn I sent it. Ciao, my friend. When you going to Disney? This week or no, right? When are you guys going? Oh, July? When was his birthday? Limey toodles. Love you, mean it. Toodles. Did you know my birthday is the 15th? Did we talk about that? All right, my friends. I didn't, why do I not remember that? I can't believe he's already going to be a year, Robin. He's going to be married soon. It's so crazy. All right, my friends, I love you. I will see you all tomorrow. Be well. I'll see you back in the kitchen tomorrow night.